Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. Don't forget the ink. There's the phone number, there's some important info, and yes, I'm using a whiteboard now so Kate doesn't have to waste her time loading these damn videos and intros and stuff. Hey, I haven't done a burn down video in a while, but I'm gonna do a little burn down video. So, when I first came up with the lock and hubs for the Dodge trucks, using modified Ford components, because they've only made over 20 million Super Duties with lock and hubs. Yeah, they announced it last year. Over 20 million of these. The design, it's been tested. But, you know, when it comes to the lockers, we get more people that call up with the craziest shit that I've heard. We get these people that say, I hear a noise every now and then. I think my locker's bad. We get these people that say, I think my locker might be engaging on its own. No, it's not. I don't know if you've noticed something since you had your lockers, but when the stub shafts are turning and when they're not turning, you can tell a distinct difference. You can tell if one side or whatever's locked in. And so we tell people our standard practice is, hey, all you need to do, if you're not sure that this mechanism is working correctly, all you need to do is you need to remove it. Well, I don't want to do that. I want you to tell me what's wrong with it. I get a new set. No, what I want you to do is take loose 3 screws and get this thing in your paw. Once we've got this thing in our paw, then we can run all of the tests that we need to run. Now, I don't have my checklist with me. It's about, 223 things on the checklist. No, I'm just kidding. So, how do these things work? Well, this video is to assist the people that have absolutely no brains, no mechanical ability, but they must be able to see and hear and process small amounts of information. Okay, so here's how this gizmo works. This is turning. That's called free spin mode. So, the first test to check your locking hubs: remove hub unit, 3 Phillips head screws. If you don't know what a Phillips head screw is, you probably shouldn't have put the hubs on to begin with. Or you're probably not even qualified to do what I'm going to show you. If you don't know what those are, you need to take it to the shop. Even a shade tree shop will be better than what you're fixing to do. True shade tree. Indians, what have you, don't matter. So, if you've got this thing in your hand, and you can do that, that means that the free spin mode is working correctly. That's what that means. So, that's what that means. Look how fast you did that. Aren't you amazed at your capabilities now? You didn't know you had it in you. You just needed a video from the Ram Man to get you up off your ass and pull this thing out. Because Kate doesn't have x-ray vision, nor has she been and checked out your vehicle. So, once again for review, for the more challenged folks, This means that the free spin mode is working. Okay, that lines up with free right there. So, now we got to turn it to the lock. Now, I want you to see what happens. If you notice, for the real, well, let's check the sight challenged. If you'll notice that there's a gap between these two gears, and there's a spring. Yes, the spring keeps them separated. That's why, no, they don't lock on their own. They don't lock on their own. So my old lady's driving down the highway and she thinks her hubs are locking and unlocking on the way to Maine. No, they're not. That's a ridiculous, absurd statement. It's absurd. Now, so we're going to turn this to lock. Watch closely. Now, if you'll notice, this gear moved ever so slightly and closed the gap. This gear moved ever so slightly and closed the gap. That means that this moved that and that closed the gap. Now, I want you to watch what happens you just saw the gears coming together all of the way, and you just heard it. It's locked. There is no longer a free spin mode. It is locked. So, these gears together and the spring compressed means that it's locked. That's the other half. Now, we've made this video to help the most challenged, the most folks that don't know what they're doing, how to evaluate and check out their locking mechanism. It's quite easy to do. There's two modes. Once again, for review, for the more challenged. Lock mode, the gears are together. Unlock mode, and the gears are separated, and we have a free spin condition. Now, the rest of this video is for the numbnuts that like to split hairs. I want you to look at this mechanism. Now, this mechanism now is easier to engage, or more freely to engage, because it's not even in the housing, which holds these. You need to understand something. This is splines, that splines, this is splines, and this is splines, and then it has gears there. And so we've got this locked to the hub, and the shaft is going in here. So we got splines on top of splines on top of a spline banana split. Now, watch once again. I want you to pay attention to something. This gear can't slide through this gear all the way through up to that one. The probability of all of the splines in here and here and here and here and here at the shaft all being lined up when you turn it, the probability of 6 or 7 gear splines all matching up is very low. That's why you don't see the gear slide all the way over. Once again, like we tell people, like what used to be on the visor of all 4-wheel drives, you may find that you need to rotate the tire or roll the vehicle forward or backwards a couple of inches. That's what it used to say on the visor of all four-wheel drive vehicles with hubs. Starting with the Scouts that I know of, every one of them. So, in the 60s. So, watch once again. We're in a free spin mode. If these gears and teeth don't line all the way up, then the gear can go all the way over. Watch again. The gear has slid up, but they're not all the way together. So what do you have to do? If this rotates even 1 or 2 degrees in the arc, a couple of inches on your tire, watch what happens. It just slid down. That's the purpose of the spring. So as soon as that tire rotates a couple of inches, they lock down. They got no choice. They lock down. So, quit worrying about this and quit worrying about that. If you don't have these sumbitches all filled up with bullshit, been in the pond 4 or 5 times and got mud caked on there like your old RM125, if you turn these things to lock, see, now the splines are lined up. Went right in. So the splines are all perfectly lined up. Now, watch this, I bet you. Let me rotate this thing about a degree. There you go. Don't line up anymore. There you go. Locked and free. Once again, for review, for the really challenge, so I can just beat this rock deader than shit. If you'll use a Phillips head screwdriver and remove this, within, I don't know, an entire afternoon, if you logically work through it, you will be able to decide in 4 or 5 hours whether or not this works. Free spin mode and lock mode. If you need any more time than that, I suggest you take it to a shop. You are unqualified to be doing anything to a motor vehicle or probably anything. You need to give your hammers away. God bless you. God bless America. And please don't call me asking me whether your lockers work or not. I can't tell you. Bye.